Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I am Naila Ma'at. Today I am going live. All right. Woo woo. I don't go live often, but this is something that I want to start doing and get in the habit of going live more often. And today I'm talking about how to drop the struggle life and stop living paycheck to paycheck. All right. So I hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me. Make sure that I have my camera facing the right way because it's so funny because I started a live video before this one and I had my camera facing the wrong way because it automatically faces like like the selfie way, and I forgot to turn it around when I started the live. So did the like almost 9 minutes straight talking to the camera at the wrong with the camera facing the wrong way. How funny is that, right? But we learn, we live and we learn. So let me just make sure that you guys can hear me and see me. All right. Looks like I'm showing up. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. So how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Okay. So in today's video, I just want to talk about how to get out of that struggle, right? How to stop living paycheck to paycheck. All right. So if you are someone who is like, man, I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I'm tired of not having enough money. I'm tired of not having the money when I need it or want it. And I'm just working so hard. I'm tired of working hard. I'm tired of having to, get up and hustle all the time, right? Um, so I definitely feel you because, you know, I was at a point in my life early on in my 20s where I was just feeling like so burnt out. Like it was I was just so burnt out, feeling overworked and underpaid, right? I was working at a fast food restaurant called Zaxby's, right? They have some great chicken, but they was not paying very well, right? I was earning minimum wage, um, 7.25 an hour, and I just remember feeling just like I felt drained. I just felt like I was so tired, just tired, right? I wasn't sleeping well, at night. I was having trouble sleeping, then having to get up and go to work the next day. And it was just rough, right? So around that time, I was having a spiritual awakening as well, right? So right before I ended up leaving Zaxby's, because I was there for about a year, and right before I ended up leaving, I was, I was going through a lot of stuff and also having a spiritual awakening at the same time, right? And it was like I was beginning to see things in a different way. I was beginning to see the world in a different way, right? And I was beginning to pay attention to a lot of the things that, we've been taught by society, a lot of the things that we learned growing up from our parents and whoever, right? Whoever's in our environment, a lot of the things we learn from school and our teachers and everything, right? A lot of it began to, you know, contradict, right? It did not make sense, right? It wasn't factual, it wasn't truth. And I was really seeking truth at that time. And the Most High began revealing different things to me, right? And so it began to like click in my mind that, we're not here to struggle. We are not here to live paycheck to paycheck. We're not here to be stressed out and worried all the time, especially stressing over money, right? We are here to live in abundance, okay? Abundance is our birthright, right? And even in the Bible, it says that Jesus came here so that we may live life and have it more abundantly. So if Jesus came here so I can have life more abundantly, then why I ain't got no abundance, right? Why am I struggling? Why am I, you know, living in lack? Why is it hard to, keep food in the house or keep my bills paid, keep my lights on? Why is it hard to do those things, right? And the reason why is because it was designed to be that way, right? Society was designed that way. We were conditioned to be in poverty. We were conditioned with a poverty consciousness. We were conditioned with a lack consciousness and a lack mind state, right? To where we can't see that there is more than enough. We feel like there's scarcity. There's not enough for everybody. There's not enough to go around, right? And so that's how we've been conditioned in society. So that's also the reason why statistically 74% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, right? In one of the wealthiest countries in the world, right? America is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and yet 74% of its citizens are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, does that even make sense? Like, really? No, it does not. Okay, so, you know, it doesn't add up. So something has, this something that we don't know that we should know, right? And so back to my story, right? I was beginning to, have some type of awakening, a spiritual awakening. And I was awakening to, the way that reality really is, okay? And I was beginning to learn that, we are here to live abundant lives, and we actually create our reality. And what creates our reality is our thoughts, okay? Our thoughts create our reality. And more specifically, our subconscious mind is what creates our reality. Our subconscious mind is responsible for 80% of our habits, our beliefs, and what we do in our reality, which shapes our reality, right? And so that leads me into my first tip in order to help you to get out of that struggle, right? And drop the struggle life and stop living paycheck to paycheck, okay? Which is improve your mindset, okay? Improve your mindset around money and around life in general, right? Because our mind, our thoughts shape our reality. But being that we've been programmed for, poverty, we've been programmed for lack and limitation. A lot of us have, negative mindsets, and it just seems like it's normal. But you hear people going throughout their day like, uh, kill me now. Just kill me now. Like, F my life. Man, this sucks. Life sucks. And we're saying these things because, you know, bad stuff or unfortunate things are happening to us. But the reason that those things are happening to us is because we're creating them, because we're thinking that way. All right. That's how our beliefs are set up. And also, we're speaking it, which there is power in the tongue. So the things we say and what we speak shapes our reality. And so that's why we keep on having the same type of frustration and having the same type of lack and limitation, because of the mindset, because of the belief system. So in order to shift your paradigm and to change your reality, and so that you can begin to have more abundance and live a life of freedom and joy and happiness and have a lot of money, right? Have wealth and financial freedom. The way to do that is to improve your mindset, improve your money mindset, and shift your mindset from one of lack and limitation or poverty consciousness to a mindset of abundance consciousness and prosperity consciousness and wealth consciousness, right? And so that's first and foremost, okay? The mindset is so important. And that's why people can work hard, they can hustle, they can work from sun up to sundown, but still don't have nothing to show for it, right? Still struggling, still living paycheck to paycheck, right? Because it's not about how hard you work, but what's most important is the mindset, okay? Your beliefs about money. What do you believe about money? Okay? Do you believe that you got to work hard for money? Do you believe that money is scarce and it's not enough to go around? Do you believe, you know, that it's hard to come by? It's hard to get money. It's hard to receive money. If you have those types of beliefs, then that's what's going to be true for you, because you're creating your reality, right? Your subconscious mind, your subconscious beliefs are what's manifesting, right, into your reality. And so, if you want to shift your mindset and shift your paradigm so that you can begin to receive money with ease, and accumulate wealth and have abundance and prosperity and love and joy and health, right? You have to shift your mindset and start thinking more positively and begin thinking more optimistically about life, right? So instead of saying, F my life, say, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I woke up today. Thank you, God. Thank you for waking me up today. There is so many opportunities out here for me today. Thank you for showing me the way. Thank you for showing me where these opportunities are. Thank you for guiding my footsteps and leading me on the path of least resistance so that I may receive the blessing. Thank you, right? We have to come from a place of gratitude instead of a place of lack and limitation, or a place of doubt and frustration, right? So that's number one, to drop the struggle life and stop living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, is to improve your mindset. All right, and then number two is pay yourself first. Okay, pay yourself first. So let me just take a quick sip of my coffee, okay? So pay yourself first. So leave me a comment. Let me know if you know what it means to pay yourself first, or have you ever heard of this before, paying yourself first? Because I know that I didn't know about paying myself first until I was in my 20s, okay? So what paying yourself first is, or means, is when you receive your paycheck, whether that be every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever it is, right? When you receive your paycheck, you take 10% of your gross income and you put it away. You stash it away. And that is called paying yourself first. So 10% of your income. So let's say you make $1,000 a week, right? Or $1,000. Yeah, let's just say you make $1,000 every 2 weeks, or 1,400 every 2 weeks, right? And so you'll, get in your calculator and multiply 0.10 times the 1,400 that you make, right? And then you'll get 144. So every paycheck, you'll take $144 out of it before you pay anybody else, before you pay bills, before you go get groceries, before you go get that new handbag or purse or shoes or outfit or whatever. You take 10%, which is the $144 or whatever 10% of your income is, and you put that into a savings account. Now, you don't just want to put it into any old savings account, right? Because savings accounts don't earn a lot of interest. Regular savings accounts don't earn you a lot of interest on your money. So you want to put this money into a high yield savings account. So a savings account that earns at least 0.50% on it. Okay. And the higher the better. Right now, I use Ally as my high yield savings account. So ally.com, they have a high yield savings account. And since this whole inflation thing is going on in the economy right now, my savings account has actually been increasing. So um, I started with them about a year or so ago, and I like it. So it's an online bank. And so the fact that they don't have all the overhead and stuff like that that traditional banks have, they're able to give some of that money to you in extra savings, right? So put this money into a high yield savings account. And you just want to put 10% aside each and every paycheck and keep doing this every paycheck, right? And be disciplined, right? Be disciplined and put that money away and store it. And you want to just keep storing this money away, this 10% away each and every paycheck, and then store it. And what it's going to do is it's going to compound, all right? It's going to grow, it's going to increase. And then eventually, once you've been storing this money for a period of time, right? A set period of time, then you can go ahead and make an investment with that money, right? You want to put that money into some type of um, wise investment that can actually grow your money. Okay. So, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So, you want to make sure that you pay yourself first. So, one of the things that I see in our community is that people don't know how to save money. That's just point blank simple. People in our community don't know how to save money. And that is one of the reasons why our community is really at the bottom in the class, right? In the wealth classes, right? Mainly Black people are at the bottom, right? So one of this is because we don't have the financial literacy, right? And we were conditioned for poverty. And we weren't taught these things in school. And so we have poor money management. And so, but now it's time for a change, right? We have to do better. We can't just keep doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result, right? We have to change. We have to be the change that we wish to see. So start paying yourself first, okay? Before you go off and, you know, head to the mall, shoot to the movies, whatever you like to do, wherever you like to spend your money, make sure you pay yourself first, okay? That's most important. And excuse me, this is how you begin to accumulate wealth, okay? You have to learn how to save money. Even if you're making like $100,000 a year or $1,000,000 a year, if you don't know how to pay yourself first, right? Your lifestyle is just as much as you're making, right? You're spending each month just as much as you're making, then you're still living paycheck to paycheck, even though you're making $1,000,000 a year, right? So you also don't want to be in that predicament. So you have to learn how to become a good steward over your money, right? And starting right now where you are, learning how to be a good steward over your money. Because if you're wanting to manifest more money, or if you want, more money, you want the Most High to bless you with more, why would He do that if you're not being a good steward over what He's already given you, right? So learn how to pay yourself first. All right. Each paycheck, take 10% or more and put that into a high yield savings account. Okay. And then let that compound over time. And then eventually take that money and invest it into a wise investment that will give you cash flow, right? That will make your money grow. Okay. So that's number two. And then number three is to fix your credit. Okay. So in this economy, credit is very important. You really can't get much without having good credit in this economy, right? You need it to get an apartment. You need it to get a car, unless you're just going to buy it straight cash. You need it to get a house, unless you're going to buy it straight cash, right? You need it to get all sorts of things. Okay. So if you want to, invest in like certain things like real estate and whatnot, then you may have to have good credit. So credit, being credit conscious and knowing, you know, what your credit score is, the things that you can do to keep your credit score good, or if your credit score isn't good, what you can do to improve your credit score, right? Those are the things you want to focus on. So, so let's say you don't have good credit, right? What can you do? So first, you want to get your credit report, right? So you can use there's a website called free annual freeannualcreditreport.com. I believe that's the website. Or you can just Google free annual credit report and you can get your credit report sent to you for free, right? So it comes from all three of the credit bureaus and you can see what your credit score is. You can see all what's on your credit, okay? If you have some delinquent marks, you can learn how you can fix those. If you have some stuff that shouldn't be on there, you can get that taken off, okay? And all this stuff will begin to improve your credit. So when I was in my early 20s, okay, I had horrible credit. My credit was in like the 500s. And growing up, I knew, like I knew from when I was growing up and I watched, my mom who was a single mom, and due to that, she struggled. She didn't have the financial literacy. She didn't know how to manage money well because, of course, she wasn't taught, right? She didn't have, maybe she didn't have the resources to, learn this knowledge, right? So she, just watching her, right? She had difficulty sometimes getting certain things, like whether it was buying a house, right? She wanted to buy a house and she struggled with that because of her credit, right? Um, Whether it was needing to get another car, you know, just being around, I picked up on like it was kind of difficult for those things to happen due to the fact that her credit was not where it needed to be. And so just seeing that, and just observing that, I just knew in me that as I got older, I needed to have good credit if I wanted to be able to get things and, get have my basic needs met, right? I needed to have good credit for that. And so when I was in my early 20s, around the same time that I was going through those things at my job, right? I began to learn how to fix my credit because it was bad. I paid off the things that I needed to pay off. I had some hospital bills that I had needed to pay off. So I had to get a second job, right? Which was uh, even more on my plate, right? Even more on my shoulders, which was another reason why I was going through so much and feeling so burnt out, right? So, um, I had to learn how to fix my credit. So I started working with a credit agency. Well, not a credit agency, but Lexington law firm. So if you know about Lexington law firm, they help you improve your credit. So at the time, I didn't know that I could do it all by myself, right? You can actually, do the stuff yourself as far as improving your credit, but I didn't know that. And I ended up working with them. I found them through Credit Karma. So worked with Lexington Law. They got helped me to get the stuff taken off my credit report, and that helped to improve my credit. So my credit score rose up, and since then I've just been improving my credit um, over time, right? So now I have really good credit. So I'm able to get certain things, like I can get certain credit cards, which I can use to, invest in myself, right? I can use my credit cards to invest in, whether it's a course that I want to get, right? That I want to use to invest into my intellectual capital so that I can, become more valuable, right? And, that's one thing. And also, whether people can use credit to like invest in a business, right? People can use credit to buy real estate. And so you don't want to use credit to, just splurge and get all these like material things like purses, shoes, clothes, whatever, right? That's not what you want to use credit for, right? So that's what people typically do, which gets them into even more debt, right? So that's not what you want to do, but you want to improve your credit so that you can begin to use the credit to build wealth and create wealth. Okay, so that's the game. Okay, that's the play right there. Use credit to build wealth. Okay, so that is number three. You want to fix your credit, and then number four, the fourth way to dump the struggle life and stop living paycheck to paycheck is to increase your cash flow. Okay. So, as I've been kind of hinting, right? You're paying yourself first, you're taking your 10%, you're storing it away so that you can make a wise investment, invest into assets that will grow your money and grow your wealth and give you financial freedom, right? Give you cash flow that will create financial freedom, right? So, wealthy people, they have multiple streams of income, okay? They don't just live off of one income, right? Most people only have one income, which usually is their job, right? But wealthy people, they have 7 or more streams of income. Okay, so they have income coming in from multiple different sources. So that way, let's say one of the income streams dries up, right? But they're not in a panic or they're not in a financial bind because they have these other streams of income flowing in for them, still giving them that money, right? So multiple streams of income. That's how you create wealth, is with multiple streams of income. So you also want to have passive income. So passive income is income that continues to, flow in. You've done the work one time, but the income still comes in even if you're not working, right? So this is the opposite of, working for money, trading your time for money, right? Now your money is working for you. Okay. That's where you want to be. You want your money to be working for you. Okay. So who was it that said this? What's his name? Warren Buffett. Okay, so Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money work for you, you will always work for money. Okay, so that's why you see like people well into retirement age, but they still have to work. Okay, they're still working at Walmart, they're still working at Dollar Tree, they're still working at Target. That's because they didn't find a way for money to work for them. So if you don't want to work forever, right? If you don't want to always have to work for money, you have to find a way for money to work for you. Okay. So that's the fourth way to stop, drop that struggle life, stop living paycheck to paycheck, is increase your cash flow. Okay. Right now we're in a, a state where there's inflation. So the fact that there's inflation means that the value of the dollar is going down, right? So things are costing more money, right? So gas prices are higher, food prices are higher, um, housing prices are higher, interest rates are higher, so everything's going up, right? But the only thing that's not going up is your paycheck, right? Your salary or pay rate, right? They don't increase that pay rate though, unless you know how to negotiate a pay raise, right? That's one thing. You have to know your worth. You have to know your value. If you work a job, you know how to negotiate. That's something that I'm working on myself, knowing how to negotiate what you are worth, right? But aside from that, okay, so the your pay rate ain't going up with inflation. So now you have to learn or find out a way that you can increase your cash flow, right? Unless you want to be, feeling all the pressure that is coming with this quote unquote recession and the inflation that's going on right now in the economy. Okay. But if you don't want to feel all that pressure, then you have to make a change. Okay. You have to improve your money mindset. You have to change the way you think about money, change the way you use money, change the way you uh, spend money. You have to become more responsible with your money and learn how to manage your money properly, because that's how you create wealth. Wealthy people know how to manage their money. They know where to put their money. Okay. They know to put their money in assets. All right. They're not out here rocking big gold chains and rocking J's on their feet, but barely making ends meet. Right. No, they're stacking their money, they're storing it, and then they're putting it into real assets. That's how you create wealth. Okay. And so let me know if you guys are getting value so far. So again, this is one of my the very few lives that I've done. I don't go live often, but I'm working on getting better at that. And I want to start doing this more on my channel. So if you're enjoying this, let me know down in the comments, okay? Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're getting value from this. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is so far. But that is, how you begin to drop the struggle and let go of the struggle and stop living paycheck to paycheck, okay? It starts with those 4 steps: improving your mindset, paying yourself first, okay, fixing your credit, and then learning how to create more cash flow. and create multiple streams of income. And so I have a great announcement to make. I just want to make this quick announcement about my new course that I am creating called Worthy of Wealth. All right. So excited for it. It is my first course. So you guys can actually pre-order this course right now for the next 24 hours. Okay. And what Worthy of Wealth is, it's a 21 day transformation to transform your negative beliefs around money and manifest prosperity. Okay. So in this course, we're going to be uncovering your energetic money box, all right, which is the false reality. You know, that false reality is that there's lack. There is no such thing as lack. If you look around in nature, nature is abundant. Okay. God, the universe, source is abundant. And source, the divine, is actually within you. So the universal law, I believe it's the law of correspondence, which is as above, so below, as within, so without. So what we see on the outside of us is also within us. So all this abundance that we see in the earth is actually just a reflection of what is in us. It's a reflection of what's inside of us. And so really there is no lack. There is no lack, okay? It's an illusion. Lack is an illusion. Like I said, we create our reality. All right? We can literally shift our paradigm. We can literally shift our reality by changing the way we think, by changing how we believe or how we perceive what's around us. We can shift our reality and change our life by literally shifting the way that we choose to perceive our reality. Okay. And so we're going to uncover your energetic money blocks so that we can begin to shift your paradigm, right? So that we can begin to release those and let them go. And then we're going to dive into what the inherent truth is. So the inherent truth is that there is only abundance. There is only abundance. Okay. And so I'm going to go deeper into that. Okay. We're going to dive deeper into that. And we're going to look at some, divine truth, some right knowledge regarding, who we really are, how we're actually connected to source or God, God, the angels, the universe, how we're actually connected, who we really are, because we're more than just this human flesh. We are more than just our flesh, okay? We're actually divine, okay? We are gods in the earth realm, okay? So even in the Bible, it tells you that ye are gods. Ye are all children of the Most High. And so since we're the children of the Most High, then that means that we are gods too. All right. We're not just some lowly humans. We are powerful. The power is in us. So it's time to take our power back and stop feeling like we are helpless. Stop feeling like we're nothing. We're nobody, because that's the way society makes you feel, like you are weak. But really you are powerful. You are strong. You are divine. Okay. So So that's one of the things that we're going to cover is what our inherent truth is. What is the truth of our divine nature? Okay. And then we are going to go into more about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind actually creates your reality. So we're going to go into the science and spirituality of the subconscious mind. So I'm going to be, giving you some great tools about, how to reprogram your subconscious mind. And that way you can, by reprogramming your subconscious mind, you can begin to create the lifestyle that you really, truly desire and begin to attract the abundance, the wealth, the health, the love, prosperity, happiness, success that you truly want, right? So that you can have that fulfilled life that you truly deserve. So, we're going to talk about the subconscious mind, and then I'm going to help you gain mastery over your thoughts and establish a 21-day ritual to reprogram your mind for success and prosperity. All right, so we're going to talk about how to reprogram your mind. I'm going to give you some tips on how to start to think more positively. I'm going to give you some affirmations. I'm going to have a workbook that will help you to release your limiting beliefs. And I'm going to have 6 modules that will help you to master money. And then we're also going to have some live group coaching sessions. So that's what you'll get with the Worthy of Wealth course. So with the live coaching sessions, we'll be in a group. So whoever signs up, we'll get in a group and they'll be live on Zoom, and we'll basically talk about, what your what your limiting beliefs are. I help you work through those things, and we're just going to dive into all of this deep work, right? This deep inner work. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm so excited. So excited. So you can pre-order Worthy of Wealth right now for the next 24 hours at a special price, the special pre-order price. So you can find the link to pre-order in the description box below. And let me know if you guys are excited for that. Let me know if you got value today. You know, this is like, this is the information that we really need, right? We really need to improve our financial literacy. Like, it's time for a change. Like, we can't continue to sit here and be at the bottom, struggling, living in poverty, right? Barely making it. Like, we are gods and goddesses. We are goddesses. We are queens. We didn't come here to be a peasant. We didn't come here to live in poverty. We didn't come here to struggle or um, work hard all the time, slave, right? Because really, um, compared to uh, living, the cost of living, what jobs pay you really don't measure up. So it's really time to tap into our power, step up to our power, and, take our power back. Stop living our lives for someone else, right? And start to create our own reality. Start to manifest our dreams, right? And stop being, you know, being that individual who's just helping to build someone else's dreams, right? So let me know down in the comments if you are getting value, if you've gotten value from today's live video. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. The link to pre-order Worthy of Wealth is down in the description box below. So if you want to go ahead and get Worthy of Wealth, if you want to get it at the special pre-order price, which is only for the next 24 hours, okay, you'll get lifetime access to this course. So um, once you go ahead and purchase the course, you'll be grandmothered in, so you'll always have lifetime access. So as I continue to evolve and update and create more and evolve that course, you'll have access to all of that, okay? And you'll get the new stuff as well. So you can go ahead and use the link down in the description box if you want to go ahead and pre-order Worthy of Wealth, okay, at that special price for the next 24 hours. So I enjoyed doing this live today. It's time for me to go, but I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for, all the love that you guys share in the comments. I just appreciate your support. I appreciate the love that you show. I'm just grateful that, I'm able to share, my gifts. able to share value with you all. And we're all, in this together. We're all connected. So um, as one of us grows and evolves, we all grow and evolve and ascend. So that's really the mission, is to, just ascend, um, and just live a blissful life, live a happy life, and help to, you know, have that as a, a collective, on this planet, and just having balance and harmony and peace. So again, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Again, I'm going to be going live more often. Get Worthy of Wealth down in the comments below. Special pre-order price for the next 24 hours. And thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and bye-bye. Talk to you soon.